Hi class, how are you? This is the demonstration part of the E class for Inverlochy portraiture, drawing and painting. So let's get on. I have here a piece of cardboard that's been gessoed, and then I've got the remains of what I have worked on but then rubbed off. But that's quite a nice texture that's been left on the board. Primed cardboard is a really versatile and economical painting support. It's also very unintimidating, and you can doesn't matter about your results. So there's no pressure about what you produce here. It's also extremely economical at this stage when you're working and practicing things and trying things. But if it's well gessoed or got acrylic undercoat on, it's got a surprising lifespan, so it's quite good. So I have myself a thin paintbrush, and I have some oil paint that I'm going to draw with. I'm going to do a preliminary work underneath the oil painting. It's basically, you can use charcoal first and block in your underwork with charcoal and then paint over it with thinned oil. And when that's dry, you can dust all the charcoal off so that it doesn't contaminate your finished oil painting. Or you can start straight with thinned oiled paint. You can either thin with turps, which dries very quickly, or you can thin with linseed oil. So it's whatever you wish to thin your oil paint with. You can also do underwork with acrylic paint. Thin acrylic paint is a great underpainting or underwork for oil painting. So that's what you can actually start with. So those are the two things. I have oil paint here, which I'm going to thin with linseed oil. And it doesn't matter at the present about the colours. What I'm going to do here is a light drawing or light underwork, because you can actually just block in your areas or anything that's useful to you. But it's light underwork in a buff colour that's perhaps in the painting you're going to do. So at the moment we'll not think about what colours we're going to use. You just need a neutral buff colour. I will use several colours so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm actually going to begin. I've got my linseed oil, excuse my bag, so I hope you can see it here. I've got my mirror set up so I can see it. I've got a nice directional light, and I'm going to start with some yellowish colour, just a lightish colour. Get lots going. I'm going to look at myself in the mirror. This is the angle I wish to have, and it's kind of that look. And I'm going to do a very light gestural kind of drawing of, I'm going to come over there a bit, of my head. There's the kind of the chin area and the head. I'm going to sort of indicate the ear there, the cheekbone sort of there, chin and the head. So it's basically just generally what's there. Quick gesture drawing. It's a bit long, so I'm going to shorten it a bit. Put it up there. Nice gesture. That's where I want my chin. Okay, I'm going to put this centre line in, the facial centre line. So if I look sort of where it is, it's kind of curved, so I'm going to put that in. Now I now have the top of my head where I want the chin, so now I've got a measurement point, so that's quite good. And I'm going to perhaps put some light measurements in. I can put my eye, because I've got those two, I can find the centre and put the eye in. Sometimes that is all someone will need to just carry on painting. That may be, and they work by observation. That's fine. You can stop there and begin to paint. that is fine. I'm going to actually continue through several stages that you can choose to stop at any time and work on the painting as your own painting. I've put the eye in. I'm going to put the 3 sections of the human face in on my drawing, the low mass method. So I'm going to put that in first. So here we go. Now my hairline, because it's the forehead, the nose and the chin. So my hairline is approximately, there's the top of the head, hairline is about there. There's my chin. Okay, so divide this into 3. I'm going to use my stick. My 1, 2, it's a little bit more than that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, a little fraction more again. 1, 2, 3. Yep, so that's it. So I'm going to go there. 1, 2. And again, that might be all a person needs to work from. I've got those 3 divides, and you can also do how that is sort of the end of the face there, where from the centre to there was one segment. Won't quite be the same on that side because it's perspective and I'm turned slightly, so this side will be smaller than that side, but that's okay. I've got this as a general indication. So there we are. I've got those 3 in, and from there you can choose to work. You can go for it. You can actually put your ears in. So with this nose, spine of the nose line here, I can guesstimate by comparison with a stick in the mirror where my ears are. If I get into position, if I do an imaginary line right across, my ear lobe is a little bit higher than that, so it's there. That's my ear lobe. I'm going to put that in. So it's fractionally higher than the imaginary line through there. So again, this may be all you need and away you go. But I'm going to add a few more details of the Riley method. I'm not going to use it all. I'm just going to use 1 or 2 that I can see in my own face or that I need. And I may just use that. Pick out what I need from it. So here we go. I'm going to add this. I'm going to get a different colour. You divided this into 3, the section in the middle here into 3, which gave you the eye line. So I'm going to put a new eye line there. That's for the Riley method. And so this came down, and for the Riley method, you put the 2 lines down of the nose, sort of a bit closer together, I think. That's about it, guesstimating. The 2 lines down the centre of the nose. And front on, we did that little curve there and put the butterflies ends of the nose on. But we are at an angle, so I'm going to find where this tip of my nose is. And I'm going to look at my figure, I'm used to figure drawing. I'm going to look at my portrait in the mirror, and I'm going to find the nose, and it's a little bit higher than that there. It's about on that line there, and then I'm going to do an imaginary related line up, and I'm going to see with one eye closed where it intersects. Hang on, get into position. Where it intersects. In the absolute centre, it's just a little bit to the right of there. It's about there. So if I do that, there's where my nose, tip of my nose is, and from that, because we used to do this, and then we did going into the centre like that, and then we did to the side, to the brow line. Because you can actually put the brow line in there, and then, because I do that, I go back, and then that there like that. And of course you can put your butterfly, the butterfly areas of your nose, and that's a little bit hidden behind there. There's a highlight there which I will put in when I'm painting, but it's there. So I've sort of got my nose. So that's my nose. And these 2 points here are my tear ducts. And they are exactly, if I check them by relating, closing one eye and doing a straight line down, they're absolutely level with that and absolutely level with that. The 2 butterfly ends of the nose. So that's what we have here. I can actually divide the bottom half. Oh goodness, I better check I've got the chin in the right place. 1, 2, there. There's my chin. Where's that? From the 3rd line, and divide this into thirds. And then you've got that circle, the mouth circle. Just put it in lightly and put your mouth in. Get it straight. So these were from the Riley method, and I can actually put my jaw in. I'm going to look because my jaw is straight lines from the tip of my ear straight down. If I hold a paintbrush straight down from the tip of my ear, it's virtually straight along my jawline and my ear, like that. Put that in, and then I've got another kind of line from there. Get my jaw in. You can actually do that circle there, that muzzle circle. It's not as far there because it's on the side, it's just indicated on that side, fully on that side, that's fine, just an indication. And the ball of your chin. You don't have to put all these things in, it's just that if you would like to, you can. So I've got that there going. What I'd like to do is do that sweeping line that sweeps from the top of the ear down under the nose, and it's circular like that. It would be circular coming from the top of the ear. Get some nice paint. The top of the ear down from here. And of course I don't have the other side, I'm just going to guesstimate. That's that lower cheekbone line. So that's a nice line there above the ear. Sort of where the ear is. And I can do the upper cheekbone line that joins with the corners of the mouth. So this one went like this. It was from the corners of the mouth up to the nose, and then it curved in a graceful curve to the top of the ear like that. And it caught the edge of the eye. And on the other side, again, from the butterfly there to the corner of the mouth. And of course you can only do a little bit, but just do a gestural curve that matches that one. You can't do it to the ear because I can't quite see it. So we're starting to get some real structure of the face in here. I've got this line here, so I can actually put the brow lines or the temple lines in. And you can also, if you wish, put that circle in, if you wish. I mean, it's basically just decoration because I haven't got much of a... I sort of have, it sort of indicates the lighting on there, and I've got quite a high brow crease there, so you can put that in. So we're actually getting quite a bit of information there. I haven't done my eyes. So that was the brow line. We wanted the top of the eyelid. So I've put that top of the eyelid in. And then I'm going to put that little line from that tear duct, like that. The tear duct goes up from the tear duct to there, goes up there like that. And we have those eye lines and sort of the brow line is there. My eyebrows are quite high because everybody's face is idiosyncratic. Although this is a good structure, it's actually a very basic face, and then everybody's features are unique and different within this structure, and then we swap to observational drawing. I think I've got most things there for doing a face. I can put a little bit of line in here like that because the mouth comes out and the chin comes out like that, so I can do my little like that with the mouth. Not too much detail, it's fine the way it is. No detail really, just let's have the mouth there like that. I think I've gone enough with the structural things to work out my face, and I will go to the next stage where, if I wish, I can start putting more idiosyncratic lines and detail in with another colour.